It's terrifying. And look, Chewie, I mean, we can echo this from your own experience. You didn't go to America to see your favorite band's final tour because you were concerned you'd get turned back at the border because
Or
of
worse.
what is happening right now. Well, worse would be you'd be in a detention center for a week and then get sent home. Because that wouldn't even be worse. That's realistic. They're not literally putting you on the next plane. So you're in a detention center for a determined amount of time. And mind you, if you'd have done that, that would have been good press for the podcast, bro. Did you think about it at all? We would, we would have got.
I'm clearly not a team player. Hey, I know we need to move on to something else. I do want to highlight something I saw on Reddit today.
We're actually good. I've got one more story, and it's 20 past.
Okay.
We're fine, bro. Yeah.
I do want to highlight this because I think this kind of touches on both sides of what I'm sure we and the people listening will be thinking of. And it was a topic that popped up in the New Zealand subreddit. Is anybody else sick of America and Americans? And it goes on, okay, I'm kind of fed up with a few things. Our media is continuously clogged up with American social media garbage. We have certain trashy New Zealand public figures like Brian Tamaki and Seymour mimicking Republican talking points and US political figures for cheap clicks and coverages. We have apologists here and Dodge Ram drivers, for fuck's sake. We have Americans coming into this sub and coming over here because they collectively own gold, what was arguably the greatest democracy ever created, by installing a failed property developer with the greatest set of powers that anyone can have. I'm over it. I'm firmly of the belief that soon all US citizens will be treated like German citizens after World War II, i.e. didn't matter who you voted for, you can't be trusted or relied upon down to the society that you are part of. Is it just me, or am I just too grumpy and judgmental? And I read that and I went, oh, holy shit. But I'm also going to read this comment here because this rings very true for me. Having spent some time there and know a few, I pity most Americans. There seems to be a thread within American society that never fully kicked slavery and is still very much a place where business is able to thrive off the backs of its own population. No public health care, spotty unemployment support, at-will employment, minimal gun control, low minimum wages, low or no mandatory leave requirements, social norms that reward living lavishly and taking on debt, two-party system offering next to no choice, rampant political corruption and bribery dressed up as lobbying. On top of that, if you do decide to escape somewhere, you've still got to pay those federal taxes or expect a hefty bill when you come back. Despite being free, many Americans don't have many options. Sure, it's one of the few places where a person can get filthy rich, but so many of them at so many income levels live paycheck to paycheck, and it's so fragile, and they have nothing to catch them if they fall. I can barely imagine living in a place like that, and I think it would make a lot of people act in ways that seem completely foreign to us. It is important to remember that perspective, and this is not our society. It's not even most societies in this day and age. Tamaki and Seymour are trying to replicate America, are doing so completely out of context and should rightfully be opposed. But on the other hand, I would welcome Americans who want to escape that culture and leave it behind with open arms. Now, the key part of that I think I want to highlight is the lack of safety net. You say the wrong thing on social media, your job is gone. Your job is gone, your health care is gone.
Yeah.
The bank swoops in and repossesses your house. Now, if that's how shaky the popsicle sticks that are holding up your life, that might be pretty good. You've got a new leased car in the driveway, you're making your mortgage payments, you've got the perception of a good middle class life. That can disappear like that. You get injured, you can't work, your healthcare goes away. That limits how brave you can be. How stridently do you oppose, like you live in a red state, how much do you want to rock the boat? Maybe your boss is a down to the bone Republican who won't brook that and will just sack you on the spot. The inertia that's built into the US system for your average American citizen is unstoppable.
It's I hear that first one that you read out and I kind of go, yeah, sick of it. But then I think about people I know, have podcasted with or kind of want to podcast with over there who are fighting the good fight. So it's never all of them. But it's funny, I still agree with that first thing you read out, even though I know it's not all of them. So yeah, I guess that goes to show, I mean, at the end of World War II, where some people are going, we know that there's some good Germans, but even though, Schindler, you did the right thing, you're still going to be tarred with the same brush as all the others purely because you're German.